Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here again with a Abyss video. This is the Aegon. This is on my modified path 2 run that I did this past week, and I go in with Aegon. He was barely alive, started with 8%, and I figured, I don't really have any health pots, and this is a pretty simple and straightforward fight. You don't have ability accuracy on these skill champs, except when you're throwing a special, so that's why you don't see any of the Furies or the true accuracy. So the damage is a little bit gimped here. And I basically am just going to try to throw the special 2s. You see there, I got the Furies and the Unstoppable and all that stuff on the special 2, and you get the bleed going. So my plan was try to bait out and get as many L2s as I can and see what I can do. And for starting with 8% health, I did really well. Granted, I didn't get all of the full hits in. You don't have the unblockable on the attack, so you can't just go and hammer into the block. So I was trying to bait out his specials like this, and because I waited so long trying to bait that out, missed a few hits because the warfare charges wore off with the coward stuff that pops up. But on the first attempt, I did good. I went the distance, got to the end of the charges. It took off about 840k. He's at like 2.6 million something. And yeah, I mean, you can get parries in, but because I didn't have really any health to mess around with, I waited for him to throw the specials. And one thing is, if the Abyss defender is being really stingy, if you let that 8-second coward timer kind of roll through and pop up, once that coward thing pops up, they're really aggressive, and they will most likely throw that special almost immediate. So it is a good window, a good opening to have, but you might lose some warfare charges in doing that, so just keep that in mind. But here I'm at 65 charges left. Again, I'm going to go the distance on using all of the charges that I had available. Get off about 840,000. And then I go back in. I'm just going to pop a 20% revive and basically almost do the same thing. I get hit towards the end, but I get off a little bit more damage. It was like 860k. And then he has 950k left. Again, I pop another L1 revive, start at 20%, and I'm able to finish him off. And it also helped that on the third attempt, I get into Assassin's range, and I'm running max Assassin, so the 60% attack boost rating really helps to get a ton of damage. So I'm gonna let it run out. Just be aware that unless you're throwing a special, you're not gonna have your offensive abilities. So just keep that in mind with whatever champ you might be using. I know when Abyss was first released, you might see some videos where after the first special, basically it disables that skill ability that they have altogether for the rest of the fight, and you'll see Aegon just having his Furies and everything active, but that's been fixed, so can't count on that anymore. So just keep that in mind. Again, I'm reviving with just a single L1 revive. He's got 1.8 million, so I took off again at 840,000, and gonna basically take off about that same amount, and then finish him off on the third attempt. So I'll see you guys at the end if you stick around that long. All right, I'm back. It was 11% to 11%. 80 something charges left. Doing pretty well. You can definitely tell the damage is ramped up significantly with that 60% boost from the Assassin's Mastery, from having 5 out of 5 on Assassins. But yeah, gonna finish him off here. 2 revives, 2 single farmed L1 revives, not bad. I know there's some other champs that can do better. I know like Morningstar, she's pretty good on this, because on her L2 she can nullify all those furies and get a bunch of damage off, and she can put out some good damage. And there's some other champs too, but yeah, 2 L1 revives, get them knocked out. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Aegon's pretty simple. Just gotta be wary if you don't have a lot of health and you're blocking with those furies. You might take some block damage that you're not anticipating. So anyways, who did you guys use for this fight? How'd it go for you? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll be posting this next video with her Invisible Woman. Did really well with her, so I'll be looking out for that.